I forget.
So we have all seen the
Avengers
the movie.
Infinity
We all saw
War.
Tomb Raider, and
Oh.
It's this little indie
This
movie
is a
that
joke.
just came
No.
out. You guys probably haven't heard
Stop
of
it.
it.
This
It's
is
called
a joke.
Avengers:
No.
Infinity
This is a.
War.
called I
No,
Feel Like
Kasai.
or
This is.
whatever, starring what's her face.
Kasai, that's a joke that somebody already made. You can't say that.
Pretty
What?
good.
That's literally a.
So,
It's a joke a lot of people make, dude.
No,
you know,
that
it's
joke.
about the
That
girl,
very. No.
you
Like
know,
that.
she hits her head.
Shush.
She thinks she's beautiful for a
Shush.
while. Pretty funny movie.
That specific joke that you said is word from another guy I just watched a review of yesterday.
Well, everyone's
Are you
making
talking
that
about
joke.
a review
Everyone.
of Infinity War?
Yeah.
Okay, the only review of Infinity War I've watched is Jeremy John's. So.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It was crazy because you said the exact same thing. Whatever. Anyways, we've all seen Infinity War.
Anyway, so Tomb Raider.
Shut up.
So we're gonna do this first part without spoilers, which is gonna be kind of difficult because we really want to get to the spoiler stuff. But
Ant-Man
so
dies.
before we get to the spoiler. So first off,
It's not a spoiler.
it's really friggin' good.
You know what? I was kind of disappointed. No, I'm kidding.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Because
honestly.
Okoto will just stock spoilers. It's all good.
No. I already made a video, so I'm like.
Yeah, you made a non-spoiler review already.
If you wanna hear Okoto's thoughts, go check it out on his video.
Please
He
don't.
really hated it, by the way.
No.
Whoever uploads this video to the channel, link to that in the description.
I hope.
Please don't.
Okay.
That's Renzo.
Okay.
So it is easily my favorite Marvel movie of all time. It's my favorite movie of all time, hands down. What you guys?
Okay.
Well, I don't think it lives up to the greatness
Shut
of
up.
Iron Man 2 with Thor 2, but
I'm just gonna say this real quick.
It's obviously not better than The Dark Knight.
No, you guys are wrong. It's on par with Howard the Duck the movie.
That doesn't even qualify as a comic.
A Marvel movie.
It doesn't even qualify as a movie.
You're right, it doesn't.
It doesn't. It's about as much of a movie as Suicide Squad is.
Ooh. I will say, actually, leading into the topic of not being a movie, let's say this right now. I don't think... Okay, so if you have not watched, like, any Marvel movies, right? If you know nothing about Marvel and you go into this hearing it's freaking amazing, you probably won't like it. Yeah, you won't like it. Like...
Well, I mean, you might like it, but you might not.
I mean, you might have fun, but you'll have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, the thing is, what people who review it, like just critics, don't understand is this is the culmination of 10 years of movies. They don't focus on all the specific characters and developing them in this movie because they've had movies before this where they've been developed. But all the critics are like, could be better, it doesn't really focus on the characters enough.
So
they've been developed. They don't need to be developed more.
So if you haven't seen any Marvel movie and you say, hey, I'm gonna go check this out because everyone says it's good, I don't know, man. You should probably watch.
Yeah, man. Like, at least watch like Avengers 1.
Okay, here's the thing. Watch Avengers 1, Civil War, Guardians, maybe to understand who they are, and like...
Now, if you really want the best experience, you need to watch every single
Oh, God.
Otherwise...
Skip,
no.
Every single one from Phase 3.
Well...
But if you start out with Avengers 1 and just skip the Phase 1 and then you skip Phase 2... You're missing a lot of development, so you're still not going to get all that development that you want.
Okay, here, don't watch Incredible Hulk. There you go. Everything else is...
No, you can watch it.
Skip on...
Nobody likes it.
Nobody watches
it. Okay, here's what you do. Watch all of them if you want the full story, you want the full experience.
Right.
If you don't care, then whatever. It's whatever. You're boring.
You probably won't enjoy the movie. Well, that's a long time.
But if you want to enjoy the movie, if you want to enjoy Infinity War, watch all the movies. You do not need to watch all the shows. Those aren't really necessary at all.
No, you don't need to watch like any of them.
You're right. I've never seen a single show, and I'm not lost really at all. So,
If you find yourself loving the MCU so much, then definitely check out Jessica Jones and Daredevil, Punisher. maybe pass on Luke Cage and definitely pass on Iron Fist.
I thought you liked Luke Cage.
But it's not like as interesting as Jessica Jones.
Okay.
Daredevil.
It's kind of.
I like Luke Cage, but I would rather watch Jessica Jones or
okay.
Daredevil. And if you end up wanting to see more Coulson, watch like the first 2 seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But otherwise, you can just skip on the rest.
Aren't there 5 seasons?
If you want to see
like
Ghost
5.
Rider, maybe stick around.
Isn't Ghost Rider in like season 3?
He's in season
Yeah.
4-ish. I don't even know.
Season 4-ish, yeah.
If you wanna see Ghost Rider, then go into that. But they eventually go to space at the end, and they're going to be in space in the next season. So don't. I say don't.
I will say if you're up to speed on Marvel movies but haven't seen one in a while, watch Civil War and Thor Ragnarok. That's really all you need to see.
Yeah.
Civil War, yes, because you want to know what happened to all the Avengers and stuff.
Yeah. Civil War, Ragnarok.
And that's it, really.
I think if you want a refresher, Civil War, Ragnarok, and Panther.
Panther? Oh yeah, Wakanda. Yeah.
Panther.
Because like
Wakanda.
The entire third act of the movie is in Wakanda.
Yeah, you're right.
And then maybe watch Homecoming as a refresher, just because it's so good.
You shouldn't. I mean, yeah, but you shouldn't need to watch Homecoming. Just
you don't need to, but it's so good.
You don't need to, but like it will catch you up, and it will tell you like where this Iron Spider suit came from, and how more of how.
It's just a delight.
It's a fun movie.
That's
It'll develop more of Tony and Spidey's relationship for you, and it'll make it more fresh in mind. And that'll come into play in Infinity War.
I will say,
if you just watch Civil War in this, you don't get as much of a good feel for the relationship as much as if you saw Homecoming, because you really get a better. Yeah,
and
Tony is like Spidey's dad.
He's his uncle.
He's like the dad. He's like the dad Spidey never had.
I will say, by the way, if you guys have seen Ragnarok and if you guys have seen the post-credit scene, this isn't really spoilers, not really. It starts like right after that. So.
No, it starts like a couple hours after that.
No,
it starts
not hours.
No, everything's on fire.
I'd
so
say
it's like
shush.
It's like a few minutes or like.
I'd say
half an hour.
No, because there had to be a moment because they had to fight Thor, which would probably take I don't know.
I'm saying 30 minutes, maybe.
I'd say
it's not really important. You can get the idea just from watching the movie. You don't. It's not debatable at all. No, shut up. So with that, you guys want to dive right into spoilers?
Yeah.
Wait.
So
Should we just say like, yeah, you should see it?
Yeah, guys, go see it.
I will say it's one of the first times in a long time when I've seen a movie that's like, because like every once in a while there's a movie that comes along that kind of like shifts, like the movie like Hollywood it kind of changes things a little bit. Like the first Avengers did that, Dark Knight did that. There's a couple movies that do that. This is one of those big all-time movies that like Hollywood's not gonna it's gonna leave an impact in terms of like a lot of people are gonna want to rip it off.
Yep.
And even people afterwards are like talking about it's a really big movie.
The way people talk about The Dark Knight is the way that people are going to talk about this movie for way longer.
I think Justice League 2 is going to copy this movie, surely.
Be stupid.
Oh, it will.
If they're even going to see Justice League 2, they might just reboot it.
I mean, that would be a smart thing, but it doesn't seem like they're going in that direction, so...
I don't know what direction they're going. I don't think they know.
They don't have a direction. They're going east, west, north, and southeast at the same time.
And southeast.
So go see it.
So yeah, let's get into the actual discussion.
Okay.
This is
spoiler alert, guys. Spoilers. Why would you say that?
So we'll have a timestamp on screen. Renzo, please do this.
Oh my god.
Where we stop talking about this thing.
Make my job harder.
You're just gonna have to listen to it again. So you get everything.
Oh my god. You should take
Okay.
notes.
But so we'll let you know on screen when the spoilers are.
Spoiler. Well, friggin'
So,
somebody already said a spoiler.
Uh,
Spoiler alert. Ant-Man died. It happened.
no, he didn't.
Ant-Man's not. No, spoiler alert. Ant-Man's not in the movie.
Spoiler. Oh yeah, I guess while we're saying that, Hawkeye is not in the movie at all.
No, which
Yeah,
I think
Hawkeye's
is funny
not in the
because
movie.
everyone's like, "What's Hawkeye gonna be doing? Nothing."
He's just chilling out at home. He's drinking coffee.
He's under house arrest at home, so he's
So,
with his family.
spoiler, everybody dies.
No, spoiler alert. Everyone except for the original Avengers
Rocket.
and Rocket and Nebula die.
Yeah.
Thanos wins.
Thanos wins.
Everyone dies.
Peter
Thanos
Parker
wins,
fades
no.
away and says, "No, please,
Stop.
I don't want to go.
Peter-
I don't want to go." And
One
One of the saddest parts in the movie is Peter. So everyone, when they die, they turn to ashes. Besides a few characters. So when Thanos kills like half the universe, because that's what he wanted.
Yep.
Everyone who dies fades to ash. It's like a random thing. So some of the Avengers die. So Peter, like, starts feeling bad,
Dude,
and
Peter,
so Tony runs over to him and like holds him, and Peter's just like starts.
no,
fading
Tony
and-
doesn't even run over. Peter's like
He falls
on-
into his
really
lap,
far
yeah.
on top of Tony. It's like
And he
he's
says,
like crying.
he
He's
says,
like,
"I
"Oh,
don't
man,
want to
what the
go, Mr. Stark." He
fuck?" He's
says,
like, "I don't want to go. I don't want to go."
no, this is how he says it. He says, "I don't want to go." And then
Shut up and
he
That's
fades
not
out
how
of
he says it at
he
all.
fades out of existence like a sad apple man, and
So
that's the end.
He like fades to ash, and Tony's just like left there holding nothing. And it's
yeah, and then
awful.
but Tony looks like he is just in pure like.
Well, he has
shock.
no idea what's going on. I mean, you would too if you friggin' all your friends faded into dust.
Yeah, I know, but I like that. But it just shows how much of an impact that leaves on him. He's just like.
Well, yeah, this movie,
I mean,
Tony
like-
gets bullied a
I mean,
lot.
I'm not gonna lie.
Peter,
Of all
Peter was like his
Tony's made a
kid.
lot of-
Yep.
Tony's made a lot of mistakes, and he's caused a lot of problems. And he's felt responsible for those. But this one moment, I feel like, is the hardest on him ever. He's going to feel so bad because he felt so responsible for Peter. Like this is absolutely going to be one of the most impactful moments that he's had in a while.
Yeah. Like he knows he dragged Peter into all this in Civil War, and he's been trying to protect him. He's been trying to support him, trying to make him be better than him. And instead, Peter just wanted to help him so bad that it ended up
led
costing
to his death.
Yeah, and
Tony's definitely going to feel responsible, because at this point, I am certain that Tony really felt like he was almost his son.
Also,
yeah,
speaking of son, Pepper is pregnant,
Pepper is pregnant.
and she probably faded
They're
away.
getting married.
Wait, no, Pepper isn't pregnant. What are you talking about?
Yeah, she
Yes, she
is.
No, she
No, she-
is. Tony says, Tony says he had the dream about her being pregnant, and Pepper says, so then you woke up and we were expecting? She's
Yeah,
pregnant.
but she said
Well, no, it's not that. It's not that too. Because when she's trying to radio him, she like tries to talk to him, and then her voice fades out, and she's like, "Tony, I'm," and then friggin' that's it.
No. That's not even what happens though.
No, it is.
No, because
It is, my guy.
He doesn't say. I remember listening at that moment and thinking, "Oh, they're gonna hint at a pregnancy," and they don't
They do.
because it's cut off. No, they don't.
do. My guy, no.
No, they
When
don't.
they're talking, Pepper says, so you woke up and we were expecting.
But I don't know how you missed when he's like when we were expecting. He's like, "Yeah, that's what I thought." And he's like, "So," and she's like, "Nope."
Yeah.
Don't you remember that part? Like,
She says no before, but then later in the movie.
yeah, but later in the movie she gets cut off, and you don't even. Hear
Yes,
her say,
but
"I am."
that's-
She doesn't say that.
That's a very common term of foreshadowing.
But you don't hear her say "I am." It just cuts.
Yes,
off
it does. You do hear her
No, she
very.
doesn't.
Oh my god, I remember very clearly her saying,
I remember very clearly that she does not say that.
"You were not there in that movie."
All right.
She's probably pregnant.
all right.
They
We're gonna-
hint at her being pregnant,
Alright.
but we don't know for sure if she's pregnant.
Okay, we don't know for sure. I
Okay,
guess.
okay.
Let's go sweep.
It's
Sleep is done.
over, okay? She's
Yeah.
probably be like 50 pregnant, 50%.
We'll see in
50%
Avengers 4.
pregnant.
50.
Got
She,
half a
50%
baby in
chance.
there.
We will
well,
see
it doesn't.
in
It doesn't
Avengers
matter.
4.
It doesn't matter because she's dead now.
We will
So
find out in Avengers
We don't know
4.
if she's
And
dead now, though.
Dead.
We don't
speaking of
know.
Avengers 4.
No,
Hang
why?
on,
We're
hang
talking
on,
about
hang on.
Avengers 4.
So I
We got so
wanna-
much more to talk about Avengers 3.
No, hang on. I want
I
to say
know.
real quick, everyone who dies is pretty much coming back.
Except
Yeah.
for a couple people.
Kasai?
No.
So here's what
Yes.
happens. So the only people that we're not 100% sure about are, well, Heimdall's 100% dead.
Uh
He got
huh.
stabbed through the heart. Loki's 100% dead. His neck got snapped by
His
Thanos.
character is over. He's been around for a long time, so he's
Yeah.
murdered. He's done.
Gamora's coming back because
Wait, we
Yeah,
can't.
I agree.
I-
think he's coming
No.
back.
the director
have-
of Guardians said that he was talking to Gamora's actor about giving her a more primary role in Guardians 3. So
Well, that's stupid.
she's coming
And-
back.
She's come, and
So
I didn't need to know.
I can't imagine a Guardians 3 without Gamora, and with
Yeah,
know
for sure.
that would
Here-
just
It
really
would-
depress Star Lord the whole time, and it would suck.
He would honestly, if he came back and Gamora wasn't back, I think he'd probably either like kill himself or just disappear.
Yeah, I don't
Fade out of
I don't think it
existence
would even
again.
work.
when
And
I was
but here's what I think is gonna happen. I think she will come back, but I think Nebula is gonna trade spots with her.
That could make sense.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going for here. Because Nebula isn't necessary, but it's still a death if Nebula like goes.
No, because Nebula's actress said that Nebula's going to have a bigger role in Phase 4.
God, I hate this. I hate knowing
I don't know,
everything.
The cast is not very good at keeping.
They're
spoilers.
not. We've been over this. Mark Ruffalo sucks. Freaking Tom Holland.
Well,
Tom
no,
Holland.
I was thinking-
Tom's
it's
the
way-
worst.
Tom is the worst.
The way I was thinking was either Nebula gives trade spots or Thanos trade spots with her.
You.
Because
I
I feel like Thanos,
I could see Thanos doing that. I would rather see Thor be the one to kill him, but a sacrifice from Thanos would be a really big redeeming end
Yeah.
to his character.
We have no
Yeah,
idea
he's-
what's gonna happen.
He's so
and I'm
good.
not gonna lie, it kind of looks like he's on that path, especially with Gamora because of that weird vision scene that he has.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, you can definitely tell he's regretting.
I'm so happy. I have not encountered one person who's like, no, he was so happy he killed everyone. No, he was not. There was that last
yeah.
shot. He is very regretful.
He's like, he sits down at this like farm on this planet and he just kind of looks out to the sunset and you can tell he's wondering like,
Oh my God! Do you think they're gonna friggin' open in Avengers 4 with him on the farm with the rake in his hands?
I hope so.
no. I think
I would
honestly,
swear
I
to
think
God.
the next time we see Thanos,
He's wearing a farmer's hat, and he's got a.
I think he's gonna be holding that knife he gave to Gamora when she was a kid.
I mean, probably.
I think he's gonna be like fiddling with that.
It's really big.
I don't think Thanos is gonna have nearly as big a role in the next one as he had in this one.
I don't think so either. He had a really big role.
Focus on the Avengers, but I do think he's gonna have a big. I don't know if we're gonna see him in the beginning of the movie. I think we might pick up on him in the middle / the ending.
Yeah,
because they're gonna
I
have a
think-
lot to establish.
Oh yeah,
No,
for sure.
I think we'll definitely see him throughout. It's still like half of his story. So
But I
we're
don't
gonna
think
see
it's
him
going to be
throughout,
Thanos'
but
movie like this movie was Thanos.
yeah, I think we'll be seeing him a little bit less. It'll probably focus more on the core Avengers, like they reduced it down to.
Oh, we probably should have said that Thanos is a major player in the non-spoilers.
This
Is Thanos
this is
movie.
Thanos' movie.
Yep.
Yeah, he's the main character of the movie.
Which
It should be called Thanos Infinity War.
Which
not
is honestly, this is really fair. This is appropriate since we've been getting this build up. It's so rewarding to see him take center
I was
stage.
so worried he was going to be bad.
Oh,
Thank God he.
that was a very big concern that he was just going to be a really generic, like I'm gonna kill everyone villain.
Oh no, I wasn't worried about that at all.
I was, because Marvel has had issues.
Because Marvel and the Russo Bros and this is their track record. So
yeah,
but they completely changed that with this movie. So
They They did him so well. He's so good.
Thanos is a good villain. He's really good.
He's not only the best Marvel villain, but he is one of the best Marvel characters at this point.
He's one of the best villains in cinematic history.
Oh yeah, he's Heath Ledger Joker. He's way higher than that.
I don't know. I don't.
Well,
agree.
here's the thing. Here's how I heard someone put it really well. Heath Ledger's Joker. I think the performance on Heath Ledger's part was better than the performance for Thanos, but I think Thanos is a better written character.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Josh Brolin.
He's a better character.
Josh Brolin is
Not a better
more.
performance, but a better character.
He's more laid back with his delivery, which is fine for the character.
But no, it fits the way he does it though. He does a really good job. Like I love his line when he's like, "All that for a drop of blood." And I love the way
his delivery is great. Like all of his lines are delivered perfectly.
Like Thanos is supposed to be like nuts in the comics. Like he's a crazy man, but in this movie he's just so calm and collected all the
he's
time.
definitely insane, but he's more of a relaxed.
But he's calm about it.
I don't even know if he's insane. I just think he knows in his head.
You have to be somewhat insane to
think
murdering half the population of the universe is okay. There's something wrong going on there, but he's much more like, he's not like crazy, like, oh, I'm wacky and crazy. He's more like real world crazy. Where
he believes in
and like there's something wrong with them.
He's very persistent about his goal. He won't let anybody stop him. You know, he's worked so hard for it. He's not going to give up now.
I don't know, because he says he understands it, but he says that he sees it as a mercy if he does it like that.
Exactly, but that's what's crazy, because obviously murdering half the universe is not mercy. That's awful. So
yeah, I think
like he's led himself to the point where he believes that this is right. You know, he's so dead set.
He feels justified in what happened to his people.
Mm-hmm.
That he should be the one to make this call.
And he's told himself this over and over.
You can understand his thought process, but his thought process is crazy person.
You know what's weird too? People agree with him. Like it's not just like the Black Order agrees with him. Like they all like understand his motive. They go with him. They roll with him.
But there's also people in the real world that have legitimately said, "Hey, we should just kill them." Like that's actually a thing.
I don't agree with that.
No. There have been people in history.
No, I know. I'm saying I don't agree with that, but
I don't agree with it either. But those type of people actually exist.
I don't.
Yeah, no, but
we're not Thanos people.
I'm sure there are people who are gonna be like on Reddit or whatever and be like,
I swear to God, this is.
I agree with Thanos.
No,
because like we got too many goddamn people on
this is. You know what's gonna happen? This is gonna turn into the next like world murder. It's just a group of people are gonna like bomb the world or something gross like that.
Can we talk about the? I want to talk about the.
There's gonna be a new terrorist organization called the Titans.
The Thanos.
The Black Order.
That Black Order works the best.
But friggin', I want to talk about the action because the action.
Oh, dude. Okay, we were talking about the action earlier. Let's dive right into that.
Like, okay, I had to say that Titan fight with all the Thanos is like one of the best fights in the.
I don't know, man. I think every fight in this movie is really good.
They're all really good, but that one was a standout.
Yep.
That so when Doctor Strange does his like arm thing,
yeah.
That was crazy.
I mean, when they're holding down
one-on-one with him versus Iron Man in like the Iron Man suit has like a set amount of it that's getting destroyed and has to shift to parts of his body. That was so cool.
He grabs Thanos down. Oh.
Like seeing like the team ups between like I love Spider-Man jumping through the Doctor Strange portal. That was amazing.
Them
magic again.
Magic
with a kick.
I gotta admit, they're trying to force down Thanos and pull the gauntlet off. It's one of the most satisfying fights of all time because you're just
so amazing.
You're watching like 5 people. What is it? It's like 5 people or something rail on him, and it's so satisfying.
Like, Spider-Man help out, and then like Star-Lord help out, and then like Doctor. It was so cool.
It's so satisfying to see Thanos get.
Star-Lord didn't help out. Star-Lord ruined it.
He did. He uses. If you look, he puts a you know how that gravity thing he uses in Guardians 1 that sucks people towards it?
Mm-hmm.
He puts one of those on like Thanos' arm or like on his back, and then puts one on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Because he uses it on Tony earlier in the movie.
Yep. So the fight is super entertaining to watch. It's one of the best fights in the movie. I think hands down. I think it is the best fight in the movie.
I think it probably is too.
Depends on your guys' preference. You guys all agree that it's the best fight?
I think so.
It's the best fight, but I think number 2 for me has got to be the scene where Cap's first introduced.
The subway fight or whatever.
That fight is probably one of the.
Can we talk about Star-Lord effing everything up, because everyone is like hating on that moment, but I don't really like that moment.
It's justified too. Like I don't.
So Peter, what's her name? Friggin' Mantis is doing the mind thing to Thanos, like she did with.
Dude, but like, can we say how awesome
Eon or Ego?
Mantis was like MVP. Mantis was great.
She was hilarious.
She was awesome. She can't fight a whole lot, but she was really useful.
Yeah.
I love it when Spidey has to grab her.
Dude, they do a lot of tearing Mantis up with Spidey in this.
Which makes sense. They're insects, so there you go.
Yeah,
they're gonna be.
No. Anyways.
Okay.
Spidey.
But so
he's talking about her eggs and stuff earlier on.
Shush.
He's really curious,
guys.
But so Mantis has Thanos in like this kind of frozen-ish state of mind or whatever, where she's just holding him still, and Peter is trying to get information out because Gamora's not around. He's trying to figure out, and Thanos kind of spills that he killed her. It's like it's back between Mantis and Thanos, like it comes together for Peter. So he freaks out, and he starts like punching the crap out of Thanos, and it like snaps. Or no, he ends up punching him so much that it knocks Mantis off of him.
Yeah.
And so Thanos snapped out of it.
I was so sad because I really wanted Spider-Man to take off, because Spider-Man almost had it. I really wanted him to take it off and put it on. I was like, please do it.
That'd be funny. That'd be really funny.
Honestly, he'd probably like put it on and then he'd like fall to the ground.
Yeah, right.
It would be super heavy too. It'd be like.
Yeah.
But so.
But everyone's complaining, saying, "Oh, they're saying Star-Lord ruined everything for everyone." But here's the thing: they're like, "Oh, why was Star-Lord such an emotional idiot?" I'm like, "Because Star-Lord has been an emotional idiot for the past 2 movies. That is exactly what Star-Lord would do."
So,
and not only that, but he just found out that his girlfriend.
Yeah,
is dead.
it's a really
but murdered.
Yeah. I don't understand why this moment's getting hate. It's really justified. I don't really.
And it's people. I hate that people say it's out of character for Star-Lord, because it isn't.
It's not. He's not a composed person. He's like.
He's really emotionally out of control.
He's friggin'
He's a hothead.
He's been living in space for his entire life.
Best example would be like.
He killed his dad.
When Ego's got him in a trance and he says that he killed his mom.
Yep.
Peter freaks out.
He doesn't even hesitate. He just shoots him in the face. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is totally in line.
This is his dad too. Yeah, exactly. Like this is his father, and he just starts shooting him, and that's probably one of my favorite scenes from Guardians 2.
Yeah, he's gonna want to tear the crap out of his girlfriend's friggin' stepdad.
Oh yeah. For sure.
I gotta say, Star-Lord has so many great moments though. Like I loved when he has to shoot Gamora and then he doesn't, and then I love what
that was that was rough.
That was
He shoots stupid stink bubbles out of there.
It sucked because as I was watching it, I was just like, just do it, dude. Just do it. You have to. Just do it. Just do it.
You're emotionally preparing yourself as he had to. Oh.
And then he would have done it, which is so crazy.
He did do it, and then friggin' bubbles came out.
With the bubbles.
But he was having a hard time doing it though, and it was so rough to watch. Thanos is
it was crazy.
There are so many moments. Can I just say the opening of this movie is freaking incredible. Like,
dude, I love the fight where Thanos just lays out the Hulk. That was amazing.
Yeah.
So the reveal of Thanos is nuts though, because you see Thanos' ship just blasting apart the Asgardian ship, and I think you can see the 2 halves. I think.
Yeah, you can see both halves.
But so we cut to inside, and everything's burning. There's bodies everywhere.
All dead Asgardians.
Ebony Maw is just like walking around, and then it pans over to Thanos, and he's just in shade completely, and it's gorgeous.
And the first scene of this movie is very dark compared to the ending of Thor Ragnarok. It's like It's a
Yeah.
completely
It is very
different tone.
jarring. It does
It's
not
a
look-
very dark intro, especially compared to the scene right after that. It is so like,
Yeah.
because right after that
Oh, yeah.
you get the Tony stuff, and that's like a completely different mood. So
Oh my god, I died. Can I just say how hilarious? I loved it when Bruce Banner's trying to get out the Hulk, and then he just can't, and Tony looks, and Doctor Strange gives him a look, and he's just like, "Dude, you're embarrassing me in front of the wizard."
I know.
love that.
I know that's one of the
died.
best.
It was hilarious.
I loved when they were in the fight and what's his name, Wong.
Wong, yeah.
I don't remember what he did exactly, but he did
cut
something
off the
cool.
dude's
And Tony, yeah, he cut off his hand through the portal, and Tony flies away. He's like, "Wong, you're invited to my wedding." It was so good.
I forgot about that. Oh, that's funny. They said you're not invited to my wedding. Okay,
No, he said you are.
okay, that's funny.
That was awesome. I love that.
But yeah, the first scene is really every scene is really well done in this movie.
Every single scene is fantastic.
Every single one is great.
There's not one scene that feels out of place. They all feel like necessary things.
There's not a single scene to me that felt slow at all.
No,
Yeah.
Like
Everything-
everything fit, everything worked, everything
Yep.
made sense. And everything was
So
just
many,
so
many
fun.
great character interactions. I love I was talking to the dudes earlier.
the dudes.
I love
Yeah.
the scene when Peter Parker's talking to Star-Lord and he's just like, what exactly is it that they do? And then I love when freaking Mantis is just like freaking kick names and take behinds or whatever. I can't swear on the podcast, but
Take ass.
but that's not what's funny about it. The funny part is when freaking Drax goes, "Yep, that's right."
There's a lot of
There's a scene on the Milano where
Yep.
Gamora and Star-Lord are having a moment, and it cuts to Drax like eating some chips or whatever, and then they turn out, they're like, "How long have you been there for?" And he's like, "An hour."
I've been standing
"What
here
are you
for an
doing?"
hour.
I've mastered the art of moving so or like being so still that I am invisible to the naked eye.
And then Mantis
Hey,
walks
guys,
in and
fun
goes,
fact.
What?
And then he
What?
proceeds to eat a chip. It's so good.
What's up?
I learned that the ship that the Guardians ride is not the Milano, but it's a different ship. But it's called, what's the name of the What's her last name? She the Heartbreaker. She wrote that song.
Benatar?
Yes, that's the name of the ship.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Benatar.
weird.
I had no idea.
Heartbreak. Oh my God, they're referencing Bottom.
Yes. No, well, no,
Dude, it's a
no,
Fodom
stop.
reference.
There's a Bottom.
Dude,
That's the one.
Avengers
No.
Infinity War is a Fodom reference.
I can't wait till the
That's the
post-credit
title.
scene of part 2.
I noticed
where
that. I was like, wait. I was like, oh shoot, and I was like, all right, that's cool.
I can't wait till the post-credit scene of Avengers Infinity War Part 2 where Camilio swoops up the gauntlet and he's
He
like,
would.
"All right, time to
It's
go
not
fight
part 2, you
Cataclysm."
goof.
That is.
Right,
It's
I don't
Time to
know
go
its
fight the
name yet, so that's just what we're calling it.
Not
Uh,
part 2.
I guess we got to address the fact. So first of all fights were great. I particularly,
Everything was great.
yeah, I know, but I particularly really like the scene where the alley or subway fight with Vision and friggin' Scarlet Witch, because the original Avengers theme plays, and it's music to my
Yeah.
ears, and then Cap and
Okay,
friggin'.
okay. Yeah, that was great. That was really good.
I know what you're
I
trying
got-
to talk about. I know what you were on about.
I got one complaint,
Oh, what's your complaint?
and it's a really small thing,
Okay,
but there's a couple shots when
you're a hater.
Bruce Banner is piloting the Hulkbuster and he removes
Okay,
the
yeah,
helmet, and that looks bad. And I'm sorry, there's no way around it. It looks bad, and it took me out of the movie every time.
We
But I
can.
understand they rewrote that scene was originally going to have the Hulk, and they rewrote it. They didn't
Yep.
have time to make it perfect, but it still looks bad. And if they were doing special editions for Marvel movies, just fix that because
I will say that is the poorest CG in the movie, especially the shot where he's at the end where he's standing and like the half of the thing is broken and he's just standing in there like, that does look.
I mean, it's perfectly fine.
It's
nah, I don't think it's fine. It's bad. I didn't like
No,
it at
I'm
all.
saying it's perfectly fine, as in like you understand why.
Yeah,
like,
I get why that happened because they had to do the Hulk and whatever.
it
but
is goofy looking, but whatever.
It looks
you know?
goofy.
It's not really their fault.
I mean,
yeah, whatever. We gotta live. It's a really small.
oh
thing. It
yeah.
doesn't ruin the
We
movie,
should
but-
say Hulk is barely in this movie. like
He's in it at the beginning,
Yeah.
and then he's not in it at all. Which
his face appears a couple times.
Yeah, and people seem confused by that. It's just because like the Hulk has never been put in his place before, so he's kind of scared after what
Yep.
happened to him with Thanos.
He's like embarrassed.
He really does. He like friggin' Bruce tries to get him to come out. He's like, no.
Yeah.
And his face transforms once, and it falls back, and his head is really heavy, and he falls on the ground. It's really funny.
Airhead confirmed.
Yeah, he's an airhead.
But I did love having Bruce Banner for like almost a whole movie.
Bruce Banner, it was really relieving.
And I love the moment when Thor comes down. Everyone talks about the Thor moment. It's great, right? We don't need to talk about too much because everyone says it's great. But
oh yeah,
what I love about that is Bruce Banner and the Hulkbuster going, "You're so dead now." I love that so much.
I will say, what do you guys think is the weakest fight?
The weakest fight?
Yeah, I know.
I don't think there is a weakest fight.
I mean,
they're all great, but you got to say the one that's.
If you had to pick your least favorite fight out of all of them,
least favorite fight.
Okay.
There's like what 5
if I can choose,
or
like,
something.
Parts. I would choose like there's a couple of parts in the Wakanda fight where they're just fighting alien dudes, and it's good, but it's not as good as everything else. I mean, it's still good. And then I'm sorry, Renzo, but if we're talking about more specific fight scenes, I think the scene with Cap coming out is the weakest compared, but it's still really
That's fine.
good.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Compared to all the other fights, it is the weakest.
I mean, yeah.
But it's not weak at all. It's just
it's not weak.
It's not as epic or amazing as.
Fair enough. Once you see the space fight on Titan, you're kind of all the expectation is kind of like gone into that. So.
Yeah.
But I was saying, as just seeing these characters
honestly,
pop up again.
My second favorite fight is probably when the Guardians fight the Tony and
when they
Spidey
fight the Avengers.
That's a pretty good fight. Great. Yeah.
I love that. I love seeing Star-Lord versus Iron Man.
I do like how they handle the Black Order in this movie. They're disposable villains. All of them die, right?
Yeah, every single one.
I don't remember Corvus's death at all. It's drawn a blank to me. I know he's fighting Vision. That's all I remember.
Yeah,
Corvus gets killed by one.
Vision stabs
him in
the stomach with the staff.
Oh no! Yeah, that's right. No. I think Cap is fighting him, and then Vision comes up and stabs him with his own.
That's
weapon.
right, but all of them die, which is fine because that we already expected that.
I don't want them in the next one.
Oh God, no. They did their job. They were actually better than I was expecting, which is nice. I mean, Ma is great. Ma is great. I love Ma.
They were more like traditional Marvel villains, especially Cole and Corvus, because they were the least developed.
Cole didn't say like anything.
Cole like says things.
He mumbles.
Like,
he grumbles.
I am curious. When Cole loses his hand, what does he have?
He has a robot hand.
He has like a robotic hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't.
And then he blows up, and that death was really fun.
I loved him versus the Hulkbuster. That was a quick fight, but it was a good one.
Yeah, that was honestly when Bruce Banner was like, "Fine, I'll do it myself." I was like, "Whoa!" He like.
Bruce Banner is so good at this movie.
He's great. He's
like,
really fun.
I saw that and I was like, Bruce is actually a badass.
Yeah.
He's definitely the Bruce from Thor Ragnarok, though.
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah. His personality has been retweaked to make a little bit more.
He's funny. You could just see he's kind of stopped.
It's better because he's always been kind of a nerdy science character, and it's better to have a kind of dumb, if that makes sense. He's not very smart, anymore.
Well, he's smart, but
he's he's not he's really goofy and silly now.
He's goofy, but it fit him.
No,
it was cool.
Yeah, he's just and he was
Thor. He was Hulk. He was Hulk for 2 years. So he was Hulk
it's still understandable. He's still adapting.
Yeah, it's fine. He was Hulk for 2 years, so that's fine.
Yeah. But I think I don't know. I just really loved him, and he did a great job in the Hulkbuster.
Every fight in this movie was great.
Everyone was so good.
I love the girl honestly power moment where it's the fight between
that was actually pretty cool.
I was worried that was something that was gonna feel forced, but it worked perfectly fine.
Yeah, that was great.
When any other movie would try to do that,
the only way that could have been felt more complete was if the 3 girls from the Guardians were there too.
I mean, It's
But what's
impossible.
Mantis gonna do in that fight? Like,
Mantis would be in the back
Yeah.
doing jumping jacks. That's what she'd do.
She would be doing cheerleading in the back.
That's what she would do.
Mantis is great. I love Mantis.
Mantis is one of the funnier. There's like you think for such a serious. This movie is very serious in tone, especially
But
after.
it's also
Oh, yeah.
really funny.
Oh yeah, it's very funny.
It's like it's super serious, but like super funny, and it gets pretty dark at.
Oh
like,
yeah,
especially
like I said, the first scene is pretty dark. Like
And the ending, the
Oh
first
yeah.
scene is really dark.
I guess we didn't even.
The
First scene you watch friggin' Heimdall get murdered.
Oh yeah, we never even talked
Watch
Loki. Yeah, Loki
Oh,
gets
yeah,
friggin'.
also, Loki's dead. That sucks.
Yeah, Loki's permanently
Yeah.
dead. His eyeball like pops out. It's
Thanos-
disgusting.
No. His eyeball does not pop out.
No, it pops a little bit. You see it.
doesn't.
Yeah, you do.
No.
You see his
No,
eyeball
no,
out.
They just bulge a little bit. His
Yeah,
eyes don't friggin'
bulge.
pop out.
That's what happens. That's
They
what I
don't friggin'
said.
Pop out.
I said they
You're
bulge a
making
little
it
bit.
Sound like no, you said it popped out.
Well, yeah, it
You're
did
making
pop
like
out.
It's like The Walking Dead.
You're
No, it doesn't.
You're making it sound like his.
I just
eyeball
popped
came
your
out when the
eyeball
pain was
out.
destroyed.
His eyeball came right out of his head.
I wouldn't even put it past them. That'd be a little too gruesome though.
They wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't.
No.
If
But so Loki tries to kill Thanos as like one last effort to save his brother. And Thanos gets the upper hand really easily and just strangles him and snaps his neck with one
Yeah,
hand.
he squeezes his neck and snaps it.
Yep.
It was, and you see his eyes turn red and he gets really
His
pale,
eyes
and it's
pop
just like he's
out.
struggling
It's
to
really
breathe.
violent.
Super. His eyes do not pop out.
Blood comes squirting out of his
His
ears.
his eyeballs like
His jaw
explode.
gets
It turns into Saw, and
His-
he like
his
literally
hair-
crushes Loki's neck, so his head
his-
just comes off.
His hair like lights on fire, and ants come out of his
What?
ears. This is what happens, guys.
Anyway, there's a few things I want to talk about.
Obviously, I know what you want to talk about.
There's
We gotta.
one thing that we completely skipped, but
I know.
I think
We.
the reason why the ending is super sad
Oh, the
is
ending.
because there's no music.
There's no music. It's really
You know,
eerie.
it's just the wind, and it's just. Ugh.
So yeah, I guess you guys don't know. Everyone fades. I mean, we did cover Everyone Fades Away. So
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
brutal.
everyone besides the core original Avengers and Rocket and Nebula.
even Nick Fury and Maria Hill at the end of the movie.
Fury and Maria Hill fade in the post-credit scene,
Yep.
which was like I didn't
It
expect.
sucked. I really, man.
I was
really
expecting
didn't
I was
know
expecting
that.
Nick Fury to at least remain, but he friggin'
Yeah, but
Yeah,
seeing
I was
Maria-
expecting
don't know.
Fury to make it.
For some reason, freaking when Maria Hill died, that sucked. That really.
Yeah, she's great.
I don't know. I really like Maria Hill. I don't know.
she's good.
I love, even though he's dying, there's this one split second as he's dying, as Fury is fading, he's like, "Mother."
Yeah,
And then
he was about to pull the Jackson. It was really fun.
Okay, but
there's-
we haven't talked about.
I know.
Red Skull.
Yeah, Red Skull's in this movie.
Red Skull comes back, and like everyone in my theater was like, "What?"
Yeah. So first of all, everyone was wrong
Nobody
about.
ever saw that.
Everyone was wrong
I
about Soul
can't.
Stone. Everyone was wrong. Nobody was right. Nobody was right. Nobody.
There was no one that was right except for the people that were like saying Thanos was going to get all the Infinity Stones.
Well, I mean,
That's pretty
yeah,
much
but I'm saying people who said were guessing on the location of the Soul Stone. Everybody
no,
was
no
wrong.
one was right about that.
Oh yeah.
Nobody
Oh,
would
yeah.
have guessed
But I
that though.
absolutely loved it. I thought it was great. I was so happy to see him again.
So yeah,
I-
friggin',
that was
he's in this place called what's it called? Oh, I forget the name. It's like Vormir. That's right. And it's this beautiful
he's like
location.
the
It's
freaking-
really beautiful.
Oh yeah.
He's the Stone Keeper.
Yeah,
It's
he's a
so
stone
cool.
keeper now, and so basically to get the soul stone, you just have to trade one soul to the stone keeper or whatever.
It has to be someone you love.
Is it okay? Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
It
And
has
I
to be someone.
I don't know. It was so cool. He looked cool. Like his facial structure was like the
Oh,
same
yeah.
it was in the original.
Well, when
which is really
when he
cool.
first shows up, also he's like the Grim Reaper, so you have no idea if it's
He's
him or
like
not.
floating.
He looks like a flying ring wraith from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, and he's not. First of all, he's not played by the same guy, so you might not even be able to
But
tell
he
that's
sounds
him.
like he did a great.
He does, but like when you first hear him, you don't think it's gonna be Red Skull at all.
It was great. I really loved it. And I feel like if the theories of the Soul Stone having everyone's souls in it or whatever, if the Soul Stone's a big part of the next movie, I feel like then Red Skull's gonna have some sort of a tiny little role.
Maybe we'll see.
I don't know. I think we're done with Red
I
Skull
don't
at this
think
point.
he's coming.
I feel like yeah, he's like the dude of the Soul Stone. So I feel like if the Avengers need to go get it or something, then I feel like Red Skull has to be there. He's gonna be there for like a second. I don't think.
I don't think he's gonna ever have a huge role after these next two Avengers movies, if even the next one at all. So
again, the Soul Stone is with Thanos though, so like that wouldn't make any sense unless he's gonna pop out.
Yeah, but if the Avengers need to like bring everyone back, or Thanos needs to go do the whole trading a soul thing, I feel like, or I don't know, I just feel
holy
like
crap!
If we have a scene with the Soul Stone, we need something explained, then we're gonna have Red Skull there for like a second.
Yeah.
And we see his design in the Pop Funko. They've obviously got more of a design for him. So I'm like, if that's there, then there's probably
I don't know. We'll see.
I feel like more than anything, that was probably just a nod. So I wouldn't get your hopes up that he's in the next movie, but it is a possibility.
I wouldn't rule it out either. I won't rule it.
50% chance.
It's definitely a really surprising, like, what the heck. Yeah. And he's not played by the same guy, but whatever, you know.
He sounds like the guy does a great impression.
Oh yeah, amazing impression of him. I didn't know it was a different guy. I assumed it was the same guy.
Yeah, so did I.
But no, it's not. So that moment really caught a lot of people off guard. And did anyone get? So I think we've talked about basically everything. I mean, except the post-credit scene.
One more thing I want to talk about.
Go on.
So my favorite scene in the movie is when Thanos appears in Wakanda. He comes out of the portal into the forest, and he's just walking towards Vision as Scarlet's trying desperately to destroy the stone. So he just knocks out all the Avengers, whoever comes in his way.
Yep.
He gets there. Wanda succeeds. The stone explodes, and Thanos is just like, okay, whatever. He kind of like pets Wanda because he understands. He feels her pain. And then he's like,
I understand your pain. She's like, you can never understand.
You can never understand.
I've lost more than you could possibly know.
Yeah.
So then he rewinds time, brings back Vision, and then rips the stone out of his head, puts it in the gauntlet.
Which, by the way, that was brutal when he ripped it. That was gross.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Vision fades, and then Vision like loses all his color and dies. So
probably my absolute favorite moment in the movie. Thor's axe comes out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, Thor gets a new axe.
Thanos shoots a beam from it straight at the axe. It slices through the beam like nothing, right into Thanos' chest. Thor flies down, has a moment of confrontation with him. Thanos is like, you should have aimed for the head, and he snaps, and then it cuts to white, and then you go back to Tony.
Well, no, we can't cut out Thor going, what did you do? That was,
Oh yeah.
It was like, no, he doesn't say that yet. He snaps. Thor goes like, what? And then it cuts to white. I thought Thor was gonna like kill Thor with that snap. I didn't think he was gonna wipe out half the universe with it.
I knew he was gonna wipe out half the universe. I assumed he just destroyed everything.
I knew he was gonna do it. I just thought he was gonna kill Thor first.
That's what I love about this movie. They set up that it's gonna happen from the very beginning. They set up that he can wipe literally. Because when you hear that in media a lot, you hear, oh, he can end the universe with one finger. That's usually like a stupid brag that nobody actually acts on. But he does it.
At this point, Thanos is like the good version of every Dragon Ball Mania villain ever.
Well,
no, Thanos isn't. It's Thanos with the gauntlet.
It's the gauntlet, yeah. But Thanos, he's so good. But
so
that was my favorite scene in the movie.
Despite him being such an overpowered character now with the gauntlet.
He's only overpowered because of the gauntlet, though. Like, the entire time he doesn't have all the stones.
That's right.
He gets his ass kicked like 3 times.
Yeah,
but he just succeeds every time because of some dumb mistake.
I will admit, it surprised me a lot when Hulk originally looked like he was actually able to take on Thanos in the opening scene. That actually, like, caught me off guard. I was not ready for that. But he was just playing with him.
Caught him by surprise, and I was like, "What?"
I know, because it was cool to see him react. Like, that's the thing. Thanos reacts.
Love Loki saying, "We have a Hulk." Oh,
yeah.
That was so. It came full circle.
Thanos reacts a lot, and like this makes him better than a generic big villain or whatever.
And honestly, if you think about it, they were kind of setting up that moment with Loki in Ragnarok when when he sees Hulk again for the first time, he's like freaking out a little bit.
Yeah.
They were kind of setting that up, and it was clever.
I do love when Thanos gets like jabbed right in the chest with the hammer, and I love that Thanos is like in pain.
Oh,
and
yeah.
His face is like freaked out, and that was crazy.
Because he's usually a lot more relaxed looking, but when his eyes are like he's freaking out, like you can tell.
Oh yeah.
It hurts a lot.
Can tell, he was dying.
Because they've confirmed that weapon essentially could kill Thanos, probably, if it weren't for his stupid gauntlet. So.
And I love that freaking Groot made the thing.
Yeah,
also,
Groot.
everyone's saying because Groot like lifts it up when he puts his hand on it, and everyone's like, "Is Groot worthy?" I'm like, "No."
That's not.
Obviously, what they show is that the weapon doesn't get like activated or whatever until Thor opens his hand. So it's not like got any magic in it until Thor opens.
Yeah, exactly.
His hand,
Yeah, Thor does get a new weapon.
Until it links to Thor, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thor does get a new weapon, and he is really overpowered when he returns. He's freaking shooting lightning out of him.
His weapon has like the Bifrost symbol engraved on the side, and like when the Bifrost shot down in Wakanda, I was like, "What? No way!"
He does have
just kicks in.
He does get it was great. It was one of the best scenes arguably in the entire movie.
And the music though was really cool because the music is like dies down and it's like bah, bah, and it's like it's all exciting. It's really cool.
Lightning shoots down. It's very impactful.
There was so much in this movie that no one saw coming. Like in one of the trailers or TV spots or whatever, there's a shot of the Wakanda battle, and you see Thor's lightning in the background, and people were like, "Is that Quicksilver?"
No.
Turns out it was.
I never watched any of the TV spots. That is so dumb. I'm so glad
if that was Quicksilver, I would have died.
I'm really glad I didn't watch any of these TV spots because they look like they gave a lot away actually.
Friggin' Quicksilver like runs in. He's like, "Hey."
I'm really.
Didn't see that.
You guys are making him sound like Korg.
If this movie would have ended with like Thanos about to stab his fingers and Quicksilver runs by, and then it shows him and he's holding the gauntlet, and he's like, "Didn't see that coming." I would have died in the theater.
He's like spinning the gauntlet on his finger or something.
That sounds really dumb. I wouldn't want to see that.
It sounds really dumb, but it would be so funny.
It would be funny, but that'd be really inappropriate. I don't know. I
want an alternate ending where that happens.
You guys hate me, and I hate myself.
There's got to be like 3 alternate endings. One where Quicksilver swipes it, one where Hawkeye shoots it off his hand, and then another where Ant-Man crawls under the gauntlet and grows big and like pushes it off his hand.
Why doesn't he just get inside his ear and murder him?
No, shut up.
I'm pretty sure the pure muscle mass, like the density of Thanos' muscles would crush.
Oh, for
Thanos
sure.
would just like he would
flex
his ear and he would just squish Ant-Man.
Oh yeah.
Like Ant-Man would grow, but Ant-Man wouldn't be able to break past the density of Thanos' muscles, and as he grows, he would just squish himself inside.
I absolutely
he would start growing, and Thanos would just like push him back down to size.
I absolutely hate you guys because this video is now officially over 2 hours long.
Oh man! All right, I think we pretty much.
Hold on, so so Infinity War is amazing. Go check it out.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already spoiled it for you, so.
If you listen to the spoilers, which if you haven't
don't
seen
do
the
it,
movie and you care, then you're dumb for doing this. Also,
we got the timestamp, right, Renzo? So they're
going
to
get time
anyway.
Oh my
put that timestamp on screen. That we're done on screen right
okay,
now.
We're done. No more
You're making me do more work.
Right. No more spoilers. Spoilers. Everyone lives. It's all happy-go-lucky. They eat shawarma. I'm kidding.
That doesn't happen.
Oh, my favorite scene is when Thanos eats shawarma.
My favorite scene is when Thanos sits in
Thanos sits down on like a public bus and opens up a shawarma.
Now, what if they opened Infinity War and it was a shot of Thanos walking down the street, and then he just like he sits there, he calls an Uber, and it takes like 2 hours and 40 minutes to get there, and that's the whole movie. And then
I'm not lying.
Thanos sits down.
Thanos wouldn't fit in an Uber.
He's got like a really classic car. It's purple.
A classic car.
and he's driving to Wakanda, and he's just sitting in traffic.
And he puts on like freaking KWB and just listens to
Well,
like
he wouldn't.
AC/DC on his way
He'd
there.
probably listen to like
Listen-
death metal or
he
something.
listens to I Am Iron Man the entire time.
He would listen to something really like destructive. No, he wouldn't. He would probably listen to something really calm and peaceful.
He probably listened to like freaking
listens-
Mozart.
He
He listens to like ocean noises.
Ocean Man.
he listens to Karma.
Oh.
He listens to Karma
Oh my God, Thanos
Karma
listens to
Chameleon.
Ocean noises before he goes to bed.
Thanos probably like puts a seashell up to his ear every time he goes to sleep.
But so yeah, we're done. We're spoilers.
Oh my
Don't
God,
believe
I'm
anything
sorry,
we
but
just
I
said.
just
This
realized
was
I
all
want
lies.
to see. I want to see Thanos put on a baseball cap now. I'm
No,
sorry,
you
I just- I got
don't.
switched.
He's gonna wear. He's gonna wear. He's gonna
You wanna
wear.
see Thanos go to Gamora's baseball game.
He's gonna wear a farmer's hat next movie, so don't worry about it.
That would be a great thumbnail.
But
Thanos with a
so-
baseball hat, do it. What are we gonna call the episode now? Stupid bum
Thanos is
bum.
Uber.
Thanos is Uber. All right, let's do it. It's topical.
No, we'll call it.
We'll call it Kasai's
Mora's
stupid. Let's move
grumpy.
on.
Mora's grumpy stepdad.
What are we gonna talk about next? I'm all burned out on Infinity War now.
That's
I do have
it.
a story I could tell.
No, we have personal stories and yeah.
Personal stories.
And then
Yeah,
I have a
guess
special I have a special note I want to make at the end. So
Okay.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so I can tell my story then.
yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh my God, this podcast is so long.
So
Okay.
Thatch died.
Also,
Um,
Makoto definitely fell asleep.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's done. He's asleep. Which,
Guys-
by the way, we finally got it on.
we got it on video. Okoto
Yep.
falls asleep a lot actually.
Yep.
So on a call.
Only 3 more people. Only 3 are left. We
That's
lost how many?
I'm also 100% certain that this audio is never gonna get uploaded to YouTube. So
I will kill you if you don't.
Yeah, I
it's
would-
not about that. I might friggin' I don't know, man.
Split into
Okay,
two
well,
parts
if
we
it-
have to.
Yeah. Two podcasts. A freaking 2-part podcast.
That would be great.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
right,
I'm gonna
so go
tell
ahead.
my story real quick here. Then.
Tell your story.
So, this is the story about how stupid people can be.
Uh-huh.
So, my dad's car was like broken, and like he needed a new, what was it? A new part. It looked like a freaking Optimus Prime's heart.
What?
It was about the size of like a football or something. I need to hold it. But anyway, so he wants me to drive around because I need to drive so I can get my license. So we drive over to the auto place, and we drive over there. We walk in. He's holding it, and we're standing in line. There's a surprising amount of people there. And the way it works out is there's 2 checkouts right next to each other, and there's 2 lines right next to each other, just so you can get an image. So you can like turn over and like wave to the person next to you in the other line. So we're up there, and we're standing up there, and there's one person in front of us, and I'm holding, and my dad hands me the football freaking Optimus Prime heart, and I'm holding it. It's all like gross and like greasy, so I take, so I put it in the other hand and I wipe the grease on my dad.
Ew.
And my dad's like, "What are you freaking doing?" I'm like, "Hey man, well you're making me hold it or whatever." And so, but as soon as that happens, the dude next to us, this friggin' dude, who's like running out of hair, but he looks like he's probably 33. He looks like a really gross version of Eminem. He's got like a gross beard and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Standing there, he's real gross. He turns over to me, and after I say, "Hey, well, you're making me hold it," he turns over and he goes, "That's what she said." I look over to him, and my dad and I both look at him. We're like, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
What?
So, yeah,
You're-
made the stupid.
you're
"That's what
make-
she said"
okay.
joke.
You're making me hold it. That's what she said.
Yep,
Okay.
that was his joke. That was this dude's master
That's-
joke.
That's like me in real life. You say, "He's making me hold it," and I turn and I go, "Stinky," and then turn back. Like, that's not a joke.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
But here's the thing. What are you doing, dude? Making that what she said jokes with some like 16-year-old kid and his dad. What is
It's
wrong
not even
with
a
you?
good. That's what she. Oh my god, that's stupid.
No, yeah, no, it was really dumb. So yeah, that was really freaking dumb. But that's my story.
That was a funny story.
All right.
Wasn't that funny, but whatever.
It was very fun. I cried. I laughed.
Well, I'm kind of burnt out at this point.
Hey, I got a special message, you fool.
Okay, just say your
Okay,
message.
well, go ahead with your special message.
Guys, thank you all for watching these videos. I don't know how we manage to get subscribers every day. We don't upload content like at all. We're at
seriously.
830 subscribers at this moment, and it is insane. we don't upload videos at all, so this is really rewarding. And thank you guys for following. We're sorry about the lack of content. We explained it a little bit at the beginning of the video. What? I'm burnt out too. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Hopefully, videos are going to start picking up a little bit
yes,
more.
you can expect
summer's coming.
Yeah, you can expect more podcasts summer. Hopefully, I won't have to record all these all the time because I'm not really excited about this. But
there's going to be a lot going on around Brick Fair. So
oh yeah, expect a couple podcasts or whatever. Hopefully, we can all start to work. I want to do one.
This one was split in two. You already got two. So
I don't know if that will be the case. We'll see. But yeah, I really thank you guys so much for subscribing. It means a lot to us. I can't speak for everyone else, but I assume everyone's very happy about it.
Yeah, it's
weird.
It's crazy that like we reached this many subscribers and only.
All right, guys, listen, we gotta wrap it up. I'm gonna pass out.
Okay? Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching.
All right, I've had enough.
Underoos.
Yeah, and see you guys later.
See you guys later. Goodbye. Love you. Good night.
Don't fade into dust.
Everyone dies.